Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we actually have a decent sized college basketball slate. Uh, we have six plays on tap for you guys today. But first, we're going to go into a recap of what happened yesterday in the college basketball world. We had two games, two plays that we had. The first one was St. John's plus 8.5 versus UConn, and they won that game straight up 74 to 70. Next, we had Baylor -9, and if you guys saw that game, that was a bad beat. If you had Baylor -9 yesterday, Kansas hit a buzzer beater to backdoor cover yesterday against Baylor. Baylor ended up winning 77 to 69, winning by 8 points. So just 1 point off of going 2-0 yesterday. We went 1-1. We are now 160, 156, and 4 on the year. And that's not good enough for me. I want that to be at least 52, 53, 54% by the start of March Madness. And we still got a good month until we get our 3-4 weeks until we get into conference championships. We're already more than halfway through the season. We still got that a little bit until the conference championships, and then we get March Madness, which I can't wait for March Madness this year. It is going to be a lot of fun. But let's get into today's slate, why don't we? We have, here we go, not football, there we go, college basketball today. And we are going to start today's slate in the Big 12 Conference. The Kansas State Wildcats head to the Oklahoma Sooners. 14-point spread for this game, plus 750, or minus 1,200 run back, plus 750. Kansas State coming into this game 5-9, 1-5 in the Big 12. 4 straight losses coming in against TCU, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, and Texas. 2 of those teams are ranked, but this K-State team is not doing anything this year. Oklahoma coming in, they're 7-4, 3-3 in the Big 12 on a one-game winning streak against TCU. But I just think this is way too many points. I know Kansas State's not a good team this year, but I just think this is too many points for these Oklahoma Sooners. They're a good team, not a great team. I don't think they deserve 14 points here against KSU. We're going with the Wildcats here at plus 14 versus the Oklahoma Sooners. Next, we have the Hurricanes, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the Syracuse Orange, 5.5-point spread, minus 240 for Syracuse, plus 200 for Miami. Miami coming off a win against Louisville. Syracuse coming off back-to-back losses versus UNC and Pitt. This is just not looking like a good Syracuse team right now. But I can see this as a bounce-back situation here. I think Syracuse is the much better team between them and Miami. Syracuse comes in 7-4, 1-3 in the ACC. They won their first ACC game, but they haven't won one since. Miami, they're 6-6, 2-5 in the ACC. So these are two struggling ACC teams trying to turn it around a little bit. And I think Syracuse is going to get it done today. We're going to take them minus 5.5 points. My model has them winning by 9.8, creating 4.4 points of value on that line. By the way, with K-State, I have Oklahoma winning by 7.7 points. They're getting 6.3 points of value on that one. I forgot to mention that. But we're taking Syracuse here minus 5.5 versus Miami. Next, we're heading to some action here. We have Akron, the Zips, taking on Bowling Green, 5.5-point spread, minus 240, plus 200, exactly the same odds as that Syracuse game right above us. And we're going with the dog this time. We're going with Akron with the potential on that plus 200 money line. Akron coming in 5-3, 3-2 in the MAC, coming off of a win against Toledo. Bowling Green also coming off a win here against Buffalo. They are 10-3, 6-1 in the MAC. And I think my model has this game labeled more as a pick'em. It has Bowling Green winning by 0. So I'm going to take the plus 5.5, and potentially as a pick'em line, plus 200 is probably a bet I'll probably make just because I think it's a good value bet at plus 200, getting what my model projects to be a pick'em. Next, we get South Carolina, the Gamecocks heading to Mizzou. It is a 6-point spread, minus 260, run back of plus 220. And we're going with the dogga here again here. South Carolina coming into this game 3-3. They had a bunch of games postponed and canceled, whatever. They're 1-1 in the SEC, coming off a loss against LSU. No fault there. LSU is very, very good this year. Mizzou coming in 8-2, 1-1 in the SEC, coming off a win against Texas A&M. But I like South Carolina here plus 6. I just think this is too many points for Mizzou. So we are taking South Carolina here plus 6 against the Missouri Tigers. All right, done with these 7 o'clock games. We head to an 8:30 game as the Nittany Lions here in the Pac-12 or Big Ten. Wow, I'm reading different numbers here. In the Big Ten, are 3-5, 0-4 overall, or 0-4 in Big Ten play. The Fighting Illini are 9-5, 5-3 in Big Ten play. Is an 8.5-point spread, minus 375, run back of plus 305. And this is another one where I think this is just too many points. I can see this as a bounce back spot a little bit for Penn State to cover a spread here. I originally had it this line at 8, and it's gone to 8.5. So I like it even more. Penn State coming in on a 4-game losing streak, though, against Purdue, Indiana, Illinois, and Michigan. And also, Illinois coming in struggling here, losing their last 2 games against Ohio State and Maryland. So I can definitely see this being a close game, or a closer game. I don't think Penn State's going to win, but I think it's going to be closer than this 8.5-point spread tells us. And finally, we get a marquee matchup here in the SEC between Alabama and LSU. And no, this is not college football, it's college basketball. Alabama coming in 11-3, a perfect 6-0 in SEC play, coming in on a 7-game winning streak for themselves against Arkansas, Kentucky, Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Eastern Tennessee State University. LSU coming in on a 4-game win streak of their own against South Carolina, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Georgia. So this is going to be a great game. But I'm going to go with the Tigers here. This is a huge, huge match. This is basically a fight for first place in the SEC. And I think LSU is going to get it done here at home. I like the home court right now. I know it's not huge, but I think they have a little bit more of an edge here to win this game. My model has them winning by 5.3 points, granted 4.3 points of value on this line. So I like the LSU Tigers, and honestly, I may just pay the extra 3 cents just in case it's a 1-point win for LSU just to cash that ticket. So we're going to go at the minus 118 money line. It's only a 3-cent difference, so I don't want to. It's not a big deal there. So we're going with the Tigers minus 118 over Alabama. Let's quickly recap our plays for today. We got Kansas State plus 14 versus Oklahoma. We got Syracuse minus 5.5 versus Miami. We have Akron plus 5.5 and potentially that plus 200 money line against Bowling Green. We got South Carolina plus 6 versus Missouri. We got Penn State plus 8.5 versus Illinois. And then LSU on the money line minus 118 versus Alabama. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe down below to the channel. We have daily content on a wide range of sports here. We have NFL playoffs on Sunday, conference championships. College basketball, we're doing 6 days a week, and then in March Madness and during the conference championships, we'll do them 7 days a week. College football will return next season. UFC, I'll probably do a video tonight or tomorrow on it. Gotta do research on that. Esports, my brother's doing Counter-Strike right now. They have tier S stuff, so be sure to check that out as well. NBA, we're doing each and every day right now. WNBA will be in a few months. NHL, we're doing every single day as well. And then MLB, in just a few months, will be starting up. But that is going to do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications. And let's cash some tickets.